What we're going to do with Tina's hairline, as you can see, her hairline really sits nicely into the neck. But I want to make it a little bit more radical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a step in here, okay? Now the line of the step has to come to just underneath the occipital bone to give it the right kind of balance. And I'm going to use a system, it's called double baselines. It's where I scoop all of the hair up to the point where I want the line to be, keep my fingers against the head, okay, and then cut my length off, all right? This is in the, this whole technique is on our double baseline DVD. So I'm going to feel for where the occipital bone is. I'm going to scoop this hair up, scoop this hair down, hold the hair between my fingers, and then I'm going to cut palm to palm, okay, like that. And I'm going to come all the way around. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm getting that line in. The key is to keep the fingers right against the head. Okay, and you see, following the root system, you know, these basic rules that I go through on the blueprint never ever change. Okay, so we've got this line now working all the way through, and then afterwards, when the hair is dry, I'm going to go through with the clippers and clipper cut up to that point. Alright, now with the fringe, okay, I want to do something asymmetrical, okay, but rather than cut a hard line in here, I'm going to make it wispy. But the thing is I have to look for where the natural parting is, alright, because that's where I'm going to start my length through here. So I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to cut with my fingers right against the skin, okay, following the growth pattern, all the way through. Okay, so this technique you're going to find in the first DVD, the blueprint. Okay, all the way through to where my parting is. My parting, where my parting is going to be really the shortest point. So you see, the outside shape is now becoming, you know, really nice and soft. So from this point onwards here, I'm going to over direct this now to the parting, and then each section will be over directed to the previous section. So I'm not over directing everything over to one point, okay? It's just going to be very gradual as I come through. So take the next section, over direct it. Okay, so that we keep it really, really soft. Over direct it. Over direct it to the previous section. direct it to the previous section. And my fingers are a little bit away from the head when I do that. I don't want to be parallel with the shape of the head, otherwise I'm going to take that too short all the way through. Take the next section. Over direct it. Okay, until we come right down into our side section, so that just connects with the length on the side. Okay, so we've got a nice asymmetrical fringe. The thing to remember is to over-direct each section to the previous section, not to over-direct it all the way over to the parting, okay? And now we're ready to blow dry. Okay, now that we've finished blowing dry, now we're just going to take our clippers, clipper this right up to the line, because I don't really want to have like a totally shaved off look. Okay, just remember up against the way the hair is growing. Okay, and now I'm just going to take my edgers and just get in here a little bit closer. Okay, all the way through. And then to really accentuate the line, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through and then cut it right against my comb. Just lift it, cut it right against the comb. So I'm using the comb like as my skin. Okay, because if I don't do this, if I just go in like that, then I'm going to be right down to the skin, and I'm going to have this really nice white line here, and probably my client is going to be most unhappy with that. So to prevent that from happening, okay, I'm going to bring it up and cut right against my comb, okay, so that I've got the step in there, okay, but without going all the way down to the skin. Okay, and now we're ready to see the finished look.